A lot of people come up to me after my talks and say, oh my God, how can you share such personal information about your life? And you know, my answer to them is that as an out lesbian of color who has survived the coming out process, I feel like I have a responsibility to give back to my community. Is there anything you can think in your own life? Is there a part of yourself, for example, that you feel like you keep secret? Something that you are maybe a little bit embarrassed about? Maybe it's a band that you like, maybe you feel like you might be judged by. Maybe it's some experience that happened to you that you never want to talk about. But something that maybe if you were actually honest with yourself about, it would bring you a lot of joy. I said, Susanna, will you marry me? And she goes, yeah. And I was like, awesome. And she kissed me on the cheek. In that moment, her brother and his two friends turned around and said, ew, you're gay! And I was 9. I was like, I don't even know what that means. Honestly, like, what is gay? But I did know that whatever it was, that was something that I didn't want to be. I know that a lot of colleges and universities are looking for ways to foster community building on their campuses, and I really believe that this talk will definitely do that. I think that it opens a dialogue for LGBT students and their allies. I went back to my room and I looked in the mirror, and for the first time I saw my face and I saw myself differently. You know, I said to myself out loud, you know, I am a lesbian. I am a lesbian. I am a lesbian. Very depressed, very suicidal. You see kids now, unfortunately, a lot of kids are coming out and taking their lives. And you know, that's how I felt. I felt so alone and so burdened by this secret that I would just rather not exist. I feel like my talk allows students to engage in a difficult conversation, but still feel safe and nurtured in that environment. And I also feel like it doesn't isolate students that are not gay, but rather ask them to be a part of the experience. And it gets easier and it gets better. And making those choices to come out, I just think that you guys have done it at such an early age like I did. It is an amazing thing, because in your openness, in your acceptance of yourself, you are allowing other people to look at you and almost be a beacon. If I can get up there and share the most personal parts of my life, and that gives someone else the courage to then come out, or give someone else, maybe a gay and lesbian ally, the courage to say to a friend, hey, listen, you know what? You can talk to me. You can talk to me. Or give them the courage to stand up in a classroom situation where someone's calling someone a faggot or there's bullying going on. If that gives them the courage, then that's all worth it to me. And that's why I do what I do.